qualifying to the Contenders Cup by being second place in the Southeast Asia Oceania leaderboards with 47 points. Placing in the second place seed, it's Jiean from Team Shinkuran from Singapore. How long have you been playing Shadowverse?
I've been playing Shadowverse for around, I'm not sure the exact amount, but maybe like 2.5 years. I started in Eternal Awakening mini set.
Wow, that's actually pretty recent.
Yeah.
You've already come so far. How would you describe your playstyle in 3 words?
I would describe my playstyle as fast, aggressive, and calm. Because if you look at me in my top 8 matches, I usually don't show any emotions. I just play my game. I don't get nervous.
Yeah, I saw you were chilling in your chair yesterday. Your knee was up even.
It was the same in May, but now my chair is a bit more broken, so I'm scared I might fall over. That might happen in Contenders.
So in terms of SVO, what are the benefits you think of being part of a team when it comes to preparing and participating in Shadowverse Open?
One of the benefits is that being part of a team makes it so that you will have unbiased opinions. So for example, when you look at a replay yourself, you'll think like, oh, there's no way I made a mistake here because you think you played perfectly. But if there's another person to look at it with you, they will be unbiased and tell you, yo, you make a mistake here. You shouldn't do this next time, and it will help you grow. As well as helping you discuss deck lists and ban plans with someone else to talk to, because they might have experience in matchups that you do not know.
How do you approach a Shadowverse meta? Like, do you just follow the best decks, or do you try to counter it? So, like, what's your approach when you're trying to dissect the Shadowverse meta?
Usually, my first attempt at approaching a Shadowverse meta is to play the best decks. Like, for example, this set was Magachio, Luke, and Crystallize. But obviously, I also need to recognize that I am not the best player, so Magachio is not a fit for me because it's too hard to play. So, if that's the case, in a meta like that, I will then look for a third deck that will beat the 2 most popular decks, which is Ghost.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense, especially for SVO with the 3-deck 1-ban format, yeah.
The ban is very helpful. You can ban Evil Portal or E-Raven.
So, in terms of SVO, what's been your favorite moment from the SVOs that you've participated in?
My favorite moment was in this year's May Cup, in my final match against Yahiko, the chess mirror.
I remember that!
No, that was so good.
That was before we had Odin, before we had all these unbreakers, right? So you would just pass.
Then it was like turn 23, turn 24. That was the best match ever, I think. It was in the finals as well. That was amazing.
You just keep passing. It's so funny. I remember on the caster's desk, we were freaking out about that too. Like, oh my god, he's actually gonna turn 20 past. Like,
I went to watch the cast again. I was like, you guys were so confused. You guys were like, oh, what is he gonna do now? Who's gonna play a card? I remember.
Who's gonna? Yeah, the first person to play a card loses the game. Like, that's so funny. All right,
that was a great moment.
That was a fantastic moment. Over the competitive year, what was your strategy for qualifying for Contenders Cup, or did you not think about it at all?
I actually did not think about it at all. Like, cause my first month in February, I went 5-2, which I was like, okay, that's a good start. I'll continue playing. Then my next month, I bought such a bad lineup, in my opinion. Like, my lineup was very bad. It was the rough and enhanced meta, if you remember. I bought Spell Boost and discard.
That was interesting.
I went 4-3, and I was like, oh no, I think this is the end. Then I remember I was talking to a few of my friends in call. Like, it was Life and Buttercup, those 2. So I was talking to them, I was like, yo, I think I have a way to go back to Contenders. What if I just win the next month? And then suddenly I won May. Then I was like, okay, I guess I'm back. back.
You just won May. You just said you were going to do it and then you did it.
Then I was like, oh, I'm back. Okay, let's qualify for Contenders. Let's do our best for the remaining months.
Speaking of Contenders, it's the biggest tournament for the region of the year. How are you, I mean, I kind of heard it earlier when you said you were scrimming, but how are you preparing for the Contenders Cup?
For preparing for Contenders Cup, what I will first do is train my stamina, because BO3 and BO5 are super different formats. There's more games. So I will play a lot of BO5s, and then afterwards, I will probably identify the top picks 1 week before deck submission.
Do you have any thoughts on how much the ban versus no ban format changes the competition?
For the no ban and ban format, it will change a lot, because you can't just protect a deck, right? For example, Hugh Haven would be really good if Evil Porter wasn't there. So it will be very good in a ban format, right? But in the no ban format, Evil Porter will be a huge counter to you even, and you can't avoid that matchup. So there's a lot of like matchup dynamics that will be different. So I have to think about that as well.
What are the players you want to play against the least in Contenders?
There is two. And then one of them is my first round opponent. It's Set Feeder and Life. I don't know how to fight those two.
Yeah, that's very funny. Oh, why? Is it because they're just the strongest, you think, in your opinion?
Yes, as well as Set Feeder has too much BO5 experience. He literally made WGP. He made All-Stars last year. He won All-Stars. I'm first time BO5. I'm done for.
And then meanwhile, Life won 3 SVOs, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
But I'll try my best. If I win, miracles can happen. I believe in miracles.
All right, perfect. What's your favorite Shadowverse card of all time?
My favorite Shadowverse card of all time is Java Worm Transcendent.
You and me, we can be good friends.
because
yeah.
Because that card was my first ever like card that I globed, I think, because it was a card in DOV, right, with Bike Dragon. So yeah, I globed him, and then he was like my training wheels. I think he was my first ever like deck.
That's insane. Jerva Worm Transcendent, the 6 play point one, right?
Yeah, the 1/5/5 where you evolve, if empty board, you shoot 5 to the face.
That is also my favorite card. That is crazy. Because remember, you could play Jerva Evolve, and then you can play Dark Prison Dragon go phase, and then Sudden Showers your own Dark Prison Dragon.
Yep.
For the it's so much fun.
There's also stuff like Reggie, but Jerva.
Yeah. That is what a coincidence. All right. Finally, do you want to give any shout outs to your team or anyone who supported you? Any shout outs?
Yes, I have a list of people I want to give shout outs to. I wrote them down.
Awesome. Okay, let's go.
Okay. The list of people I want to give shout outs to are my friends from the Singapore group, Hibiki, Hirave, Somebody, and Yui. Then, as well as the people from my team, Shinkuran, a player from RIV, Ren, the guy who won August with Loot, not Loot, with Evo, Sword, and FNG. My classmates, because my classmates always watch me play. Like I send them the link, they're like just like cheering.
That's awesome.
And also, last but not least, there's a certain Shadowverse Discord server that I will not name, but they will know who I'm talking about. So yeah, those are the list of people I want to give shout outs to.
All right, perfect. That's it. Thank you so much, Jiean. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And hey, dude, good luck. BO5 is not easy.
Yeah, I know. I saw I fight Seth. I won SVO just to fight Seth, really.